The distress beacon from the colony ship Gentle Dawn had been broadcasting for 3 days when it finally reached the Sol system. Captain Elena Vasquez was in the middle of her morning coffee when the emergency alert screamed across her personal communicator. Mayday, mayday. This is colony ship Gentle Dawn, carrying 15,000 Altarian refugees. We are under attack by Raction slavers. Our escorts are destroyed. We have no weapons, no shields, no hope. Please, anyone help us. Elena set down her coffee and studied the transmission data. The colony ship was filled with civilians fleeing the Altarian genocide, beings whose entire species was known for their pacifism and artistic achievements. They couldn't hurt a fly if their lives depended on it, which unfortunately they did. The Raction cartel, on the other hand, specialized in capturing exotic species for the underground slave markets. Elena had encountered them before. They showed no mercy, took no prisoners they couldn't sell, and left no witnesses. She walked to her ship's communication console and opened a channel to Earth Command. This is Captain Vasquez requesting immediate deployment authorization. Elena, we've seen the distress call. Relief ships are being prepped, but it'll take them 6 hours to reach. 6 hours? Elena's voice carried the edge that made veteran pirates change course when they heard it. Those people will be in chains or dead in 6 hours. I can be there in 2. A pause. Elena, you're flying a single ship operation. The cartel fleet has 12 vessels minimum. Even for you, that's exactly why you should send me instead of a relief convoy. Elena was already powering up her ship's systems. The Nemesis isn't a rescue vessel. It's a problem solver. The Nemesis wasn't like other human ships. While most of Earth's fleet focused on exploration and diplomacy, Elena's vessel had been designed by the kind of humans who grew up on mining asteroids and ice moons, places where a moment's hesitation meant death, and where the only law was the one you could enforce yourself. When the sleek black vessel dropped out of hyperspace at the edge of the Kepler system, the Raction fleet was already boarding the helpless colony ship. Captain Drexmoll was personally overseeing the selection of the most valuable specimens when his sensor operator began chittering in panic. Captain, we have a new contact. Single ship, human design. Drexmoll's reptilian features twisted in amusement. One ship? Are the humans sending us a gift? Hail them. The response came immediately, broadcast on all frequencies. This is Captain Elena Vasquez of the Earth vessel Nemesis. You have 60 seconds to release the civilians and surrender yourselves for processing. The cartel bridge erupted in laughter. Drexmoll activated his weapon systems. Human, you are outnumbered 12-1. Withdraw now or join your friends in our cargo holds. 60 seconds is up. What happened next? Interaction military records as the Kepler incident, though most who witnessed it were too traumatized to speak of it. The Nemesis didn't engage in a traditional space battle. It hunted. The human ship moved through the cartel formation like a predator through a herd of prey. Its weapons weren't designed for ship-to-ship combat. They were designed for ship-to-debris conversion. Raction vessels simply ceased to exist as the Nemesis passed through their formation, leaving only expanding clouds of superheated gas. Elena's voice cut through the chaos. Cartel vessels, this is your final warning. Release the civilians immediately or learn why humans don't ask for surrender twice. Drexmoll's flagship, the Blood Fortune. Elena's response was calm, almost conversational. We're the species that evolved on a planet trying to kill us every single day. We're what happens when natural selection produces persistent hunters with spaceship technology. We're Deathworlders, and we don't abandon civilians to slavers. The Blood Fortune joined its fleet in oblivion. 20 minutes later, Elena was docking with the Gentle Dawn. The Altarian refugees who met her were expecting to thank their rescuer. Instead, they found themselves face-to-face with a predator who had chosen to be their protector. Medical teams are en route. Elena informed the ship's captain, a trembling Altarian named Veltar. You'll be escorted safely to your destination. As she turned to leave, Veltar found his voice. Captain Vasquez. Why? Why risk everything for strangers? Elena paused at the airlock, considering the question. Because that's what we do. We don't send aid ships to rescue people from monsters. We send the monsters that hunt monsters. The Nemesis disappeared back into hyperspace, leaving behind 15,000 grateful civilians and a new legend that would spread across the galaxy. When you're in trouble, don't pray for help to arrive. Pray that humans hear your call.